What up, y'all? It's Bear here, coming in to show you guys my Brawler set. I do only have 2 perk Bists in this set. I would love to get 3 perk Bists, but RNG just seems to hate me here in New World. Hopefully you guys got better luck out there than me. We're gonna hop right into it and show you the build along with some gameplay. All right, so everybody knows you gotta prioritize your weapon perks. So whatever weapon abilities you're using, you gotta make sure you have those perks that line up for them if they're beneficial. After that, you wanna prioritize Shirking Fort and Resilient. You wanna really stack the Shirking Fort because it increases your survivability insane amount as a medium brawler because of all the dodging and the clump fighting that goes on. Your survivability just skyrockets with the Shirking Fort. Resilient's also really good because it lowers that crit damage, and that's very important. On these pants, I'd like to get rid of the physical aversion and add Shirking Fortification, and on the boots, get rid of Invigorated and add Refreshing Ward. Now we get to, so the amulet I got is Stamina Recovery, Fortified, and Health, which is really good. Divine is kind of out of the way now. Nobody really uses it. Champion's Ring you can get from the PvP track. It really helps, especially in the big clump and war fights with that Invigorated Punishment. Most people have 8 stacks of buffs on them, so you can get that extra damage. Refreshing Toast, Duplicating Toast, and Purifying Toast, all pretty important. I would prioritize Refreshing Toast and Purifying Toast, and then Duplicating Toast being the 3rd perk. The Duplicating Toast really helps out in wars to help you get more of those cleansing pots, even though a nerf is coming for that. This hammer is a world drop, so you can get it off the brute up at the top of mines and farm it. It's a pretty good hammer with Chain Lightning, Sundering Shockwave, and Refreshing. You want to make sure that you get Sundering Shockwave on your hammer. The reason that being is it does an additional 5% Ren compared to having it on your armor, as I show you here on these boots. Great X up next. On our Great X, we have Refreshing Move and Thwarting Strikes. Thwarting Strikes is very important. If you can get a Thwarting Strikes, Attunement, and Refreshing Move, that's like a $1 million axe. That is crazy. It'd be nice to have. Or if you can get an Attunement, Thwarting Strikes, and Feebling Maelstrom, that's a pretty good one too. That being said, Thwarting Strikes, Refreshing Move is a pretty good solid combo, as it helps you get your cooldowns a lot faster and gets you that extra damage from using Thwarting Strikes. Again, I use Carrot Cake in this build because it's split between strength and con. I run 300 strength, 210 con, just because going that 310 strength is not really much of a difference in damage, so I don't even waste my time. I might as well get that extra hit points out of there, get a little bit extra survivability. We got gems up next. I used to run something that would split it with any kind of elemental gem. I stopped doing that, and I started trying out Jaspers, and then I tried out Malachites, and Malachites I think are going for the win. Malachites and weapons, just because if you think about it, whenever you're in a big clump fight, a lot of times some kind of stun, root, anything like that is gonna be there, and you're getting that extra 12% damage. Ice gem would be okay too if you always got an ice mage in your group to throw down those ice showers, because it will give you that extra 25% damage if they got that ice debuff on them. Here I'll show you some of the Biss amulets that you can find right here. Is Stamina Recovery, Health, and Shirking Debilitating Cleanse if you're running the Meteor Brawler, because that'll help get rid of the debuffs on you. Plus the Stamina Recovery is really nice, and the Health is mandatory to have to get those extra hit points. That would probably be your Biss amulet for a medium brawler right there. Armor wise, 3 perk Biss would be Shirking Fort, Resilient, then one of your weapon perks, or Refreshing Ward on there so you can get your cooldowns back even faster. Here I'm just showing off what abilities I would be using right there. You got a Grab Well, Sundering Shockwave, Reap, and Feebling Maelstrom. You'll see a lot of people using Charge or Fortifying Whirlwind instead of Reap on the Great Axe. I personally like the Reap to keep people from running away from me and keep them in the fight and dictate where the fight is. I can Reap people into the sacred ground I'm fighting on or something like that. But it's important when you're building your Great Axe to make sure you always get the Mauler side to get that extra stacks of damage. Very important to have. Also, Bloodlust just hasn't been the same since they did that nerf to it, and it's disappointing. Hopefully they'll bring Bloodlust back and make it great again so you can actually chase down those Dex Light users. Next up, we got the hammer. I personally use Sundering Shockwave, Leeching Past the Destiny, and Wrecking Ball. And you want to make sure that you're getting onto the Aftershock side, because that adds the 4 second of slow anytime you use the Crowd Crusher ability, which will help maximize the damage you receive from running your Malachites in your weapons and getting that extra 12% damage on the Crowd Crusher. If you like this video, make sure to let me know, give me any feedback, hit like, share, whatever. Make sure to come by the Twitch channel and drop a follow over there, and I hope to see you guys out there.